Although Nicole wanted to get pregnant, the positive result on the pregnancy test came as a shock to her. She was so excited that she couldn't wait to tell Matt and celebrate the occasion over Labor Day weekend. And to make it extra special, she bought him a gift. Matt and Nicole Ziesmer had been together for 5 years, since they initially met over the internet in 2012. Nicole was so eager to give Matt his surprise present and could not contain her excitement. Matt shared that she gave him a shirt that said "World's Greatest Father," and that was how he found out she was expecting. Nicole had only recently discovered that she was expecting, with her due date being the 30th of January 2018, which meant they had a mere 5 months to ready their house for the new arrival. The winter holidays were approaching and the family was filled with joy. Nicole and Matt were getting ready to welcome their baby into the world in a few weeks, so they made sure to have everything they needed: a crib, car seat, and cute baby clothes. It was the week of Christmas that Nicole unfortunately started to feel unwell. Nicole had the flu for 3 days, so she had not eaten anything or really slept since Sunday. Matt shared on his Facebook page. Although they found a hospital that would be understanding of their personal preferences to do things as naturally as possibly, the hospital was also far away from them. And the Midwestern winter weather didn't seem to be on their side either. By the time the couple got to the hospital and were situated in their room, Nicole's contractions started to become stronger and more noticeable. But luckily enough, a familiar face seemed to be working at the very same hospital the couple had driven to that very same morning. Thankfully, someone very close to Nicole and Matt ended up working during the exact same time they were there. So 7 a.m. comes around and Nicole's brother Raymond walks in because he is filling in for a 7/7 shift at the hospital, so right then we knew we were at the right place. Especially since he never works at Gerber Hospital, Matt excitingly revealed. What are the odds? But Nicole's brother wasn't the only familiar face that ended up working at Gerber Hospital that day. During the whole time that Nicole was in labor, she and the medical professionals did whatever they could to make sure this birth was as natural as possible. That included trying not to use any type of scans or tests to check up on the baby. However, as the hours passed by, the pain got worse, and Nicole was in urgent need of something to ease the pain and assist with the birth, even though it wasn't part of her original birthing plan. Thankfully, the epidural helped Nicole with the pain and her contractions. Nicole pushed for another 2.5 HRS after the epidural, and then the baby decided to start showing signs of stress for the first time. So at this point, Nicole and I are exhausted, ready to do whatever is necessary to get the baby out, so the doctor used a vacuum because of the higher heart rate, Matt explained. But apparently this was just the beginning. At first, Nicole's water had broken about a month earlier than expected. Then, instead of a natural birth at home, they needed to drive 2 hours in a midnight blizzard storm to the hospital, only for poor Nicole to suffer through hours and hours of labor. But luckily, the sweet and charming couple were about to get double the luck in a way that nobody would have seen coming. The two were absolutely thrilled to have finally welcomed their baby daughter into the world. My wife was an absolute trooper. I was so proud of her for what she went through and how she dealt with the pain and everything. And I thank the entire staff at Gerber for all they did for us. But right before they thought that this wild ride was over, there was still one more twist and turn left. Nicole had just given birth to her adorable little girl, and the new proud mama just needed some minor stitching. But right as the obstetrician started working on the placenta, the medical team realized something almost impossible had become possible. Everyone thought they had just witnessed and experienced the miracle of life, but it turns out that there was something different awaiting them all. Because as the doctor checked Nicole to make sure everything was fine, she noticed something that wasn't supposed to be there. What was going on? Doctor Megan Forshee, Nicole's doctor, shared, "I reached in to check the patient and realized there was a head surprise." The doctor told the happy couple that there was still another baby inside. As soon as they realized that Nicole was actually carrying twins, it was time to prepare for the second delivery. Since the couple's family was outside of the delivery room, they had no idea what was actually going on. How is it that this whole time nobody knew that Nicole was having twins? The couple tried to keep medical checkups at a minimum, which might explain why nobody knew in the beginning of the pregnancy what was about to come. But how did they not know after doing the ultrasound when Nicole was in labor? It turns out that baby Cade was actually playing a little game of hide and seek and was literally hiding behind his sister during the ultrasound, which is why nobody knew he was even there. But even in this unbelievable situation, the medical team needed to put their shock aside and focus on baby Cade. Both of the newborns had a few medical issues to tackle on, but within a week they were both happy, healthy, and ready to be taken home. Speaking of their home though, My first thought after delivering the second baby was, oh crap, we need a second crib, a second car seat, a second everything. Twins are such a special and unique phenomenon, and Matt and Nicole were beyond grateful and can't imagine what their life would be like without these two adorable babies. But another thing the family learned through the 3-day madness was that everything truly happens for a reason. Who knows what would have happened with the two twins if Nicole had a home birth? Even though I'm more of a natural person, things happen for reasons, and there are definitely times for medical intervention, and this was one of those times, Matt confessed. Speaking of medical issues and intervention, this wasn't the end of the story. Remember how the little bundles of love had a couple of medical issues to power through their first week? It turns out that they detected some respiratory issues as soon as Cade was born. Since he was pushed out so quickly and never had contractions, really his lungs and fluid in his lungs didn't come out as good as his sister's. Matt shared in his original post. Nobody expected Nicole to be carrying twins, so when she gave birth to two babies, the team of doctors needed to be extra prepared to take care of two newborns at once. Thankfully, the staff was incredible and able to help out each of the babies heal properly after the unexpected surprise birth. Within a few days, baby Cade's breathing problem was almost healed, and Blakely was showing signs that she would be stable enough to go home soon. While baby Cade was dealing with respiratory issues, baby Blakely was dealing with a bacterial infection. The doctors prescribed her antibiotics for the next week, but even after the first day, she was showing signs of improvement. The two tough twin warriors were proving that they could take on whatever the world was throwing at them. Each day they were doing better and better, and by January 5th, the proud father and loving husband updated the world with some more good news. The adorable newborns and Mama Nicole made a quick recovery, and the family was able to reunite at home in no time. There's no doubt that going from expecting one baby to actually having two babies came with many challenges, but they've had tons of support from their loved ones, their community, and the beautifully kind people on the internet.